All right, how's everyone doing? Just give me 1 second here. I'm going to go on to Facebook. Okay, maybe I'm not. Well, then let's just go ahead and start everything else. I think we should be good. I am on pretty much everything right now, so um, all right, and I should be live here in a second. Okay, very good. And right, very good. Um, okay, and let's check this out. Okay, so very good. So I'm basically gonna take you from zero to hero in Neovim or noob to ninja, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be really, really fast. This is something that if you're a developer, this is very easy to do. So anyway, for my non-tech people or friends, this is definitely kind of a nerdy type video, and it seems that my camera just froze. Yes, I am doing good. It's good to see that you're doing good as well. Okay, 1 second here. I'm going to fix my camera because I don't like being frozen. 1 second here. This has happened to me a couple of times. Okay, there we go. All right. Yes, I am doing good. Doing very good. So anyway, without further ado, I think pretty much everyone who's going to be on the stream is going to be on the stream. I'm on several platforms. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and 2 YouTube channels. So very easy to see me. I'll probably leave some links here pretty soon. So I really apologize for all of that, for my camera freezing there, but here we are. And let's so I will be responding to chats periodically, but I'm probably not going to be responding to chats very... Oh, yes, actually this is a tool that we use quite a bit. So in IT we use this quite a bit, actually. Kind of. We use what's called VI or Vim. A lot of times in IT, basically to do work in your terminal and that sort of thing. And this is kind of right up that alley. This is just a little cooler than VI and Vim. It's Neovim. So yeah, it is definitely something worth checking out. And okay, so we're going to get to my terminal here. Like I said, I'm taking you from noob to ninja. So let's get with it, all right? So, as you can see, I have just a normal configuration or computer, whatever. So if I go in here, now I'm never going to do this actual step ever again. I have aliases for all of this. I will. You too. So, anyway, I'm never going to do this again, but I just want to kind of show you what I have here. And I even have a Neovim something or another. So let's go ahead and remove this for... Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't. Hold on. I'm messing up already. Okay. Very good. Wow. I thought I was in my other account. Let me see here. Just give me a second. I will be right back. So, oh boy. Hey, what's up, Julio? So, here we are. Just give me 1 second here. I totally messed this up already. I swore I wasn't gonna do that. Okay. So one thing that I do want to do before I get started, I want to, I do want my bash RC file. So I can do that very easily, actually. All right, just give me 1 second. I apologize for all of this. Good Lord. When things just, I had everything planned out in my head, and I swore that I was going to do something, and it's really funny how it just doesn't quite work like you have it in your head. But no worries. So we're going to there we go. Alrighty. Alright, I just want to, before I get going, I just want to just use some of my dot files. Just my bash RC, that's all I really care about. Otherwise, the autocomplete's not going to work and a bunch of things, and then that's going to be really crappy. So, all right. And I'm not going to have that installed, so actually I can just uninstall all of that actually. Oh, yeah. All right. So let me get my terminal back out, open my terminal again, and we should be good to go. Very good. All right. I apologize for all of that. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. Hello. Thanks for joining. Okay. And I do want to ship cameras. All right. All right, just 1 second. I had a good idea. Just 1 second. We just got to. I'm just configuring a couple of things on my computer, and we will be up and going, and this is going to be cool. Hey, what's up, Javi? How are you? No, I don't want that. Okay. I want India clean output. Good. All right. window capture. That would be good. Okay, and NDI source, sorry. And here we are. And there we are. Okay. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I'll take it. Alrighty. So now, forgive me. Okay. So now we should be ready to go. I should be up and running. Okay. Sometimes I gotta do this. Oh, that's why. Gotcha. All right. I figured this out. There we go. There we are. All right. My bad. Now let's go ahead and set up Neovim. Without further ado, let's get into this. Okay. So, as you can see, I have just a normal setup. Like, there's nothing totally out to lunch with this, okay? So now I am going to do what I swore I would never do again, and go into my .config file. So your dot files are your hidden files, and there's a lot of things in your .config file if you use Mac or Linux. This is really easy to do, in fact. If you take a look here, let's move this up a little bit. If you take a look here, I don't have Neovim configuration in here. This is where it belongs, right? So, but just to show you, I do have Neovim installed. Okay. So let's get on with all the fun, right? So basically, I'm just wanting to take you from noob to ninja, zero to hero, whatever it is you want to. Okay, so the first things that you have to do, since you don't have like all of that stuff, right? The first thing that you have to do is kind of make some directories. So we have a Neovim directory. Now that P flag, well, that's something kind of special actually, where you can create multiple directories at the same time. Without the P flag, you wouldn't be able to do that. So I want a couple of them. Actually, I'm going to wait on the plugins. Core. Okay. So now, if I go into Neovim, there's Lua, and there's Core. Oops, sorry. I can actually just do that. Okay. So you can see that it created a set of files. This is actually very important. So the first thing that I want to do right here inside the NVim folder. So the first thing that when we're talking about development we need to do is to have what's called a separation of concerns. Okay, everything needs to be separated because whenever inevitably there is a problem, what do? Well, the thing that we tend to do is kind of isolate things so that we can debug them, so we can get to the bottom of what the problem actually is. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at here. So first thing we're going to do is touch Now this is the last time I'm going to write the word touch because I have aliases for all this. So touch is going to be T. Okay. Init.lua. Okay. Now I just made up this name, right? And so now I can do this. There I am. So I have another alias. My alias usually is V, but for this video, I just put Vim for Neovim or nvim. So every time I enter Vim, I'm actually entering nvim. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but all right. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to require an init.lua file. But here's the thing. Here's kind of the kicker here, okay? And I am going to comment this out, but this is going to be core options, and I'm going to explain this, okay? So if you've ever done back-end work, like Django, for example, or something like this, right? This actually makes perfect sense. But if you've never used a backend or something like this may not make sense right at first. But basically what it's saying is, look inside the Lua file and look for the init.lua, or look inside the Lua directory, right? And then look for the init.lua file, which I'm going to create right now. And it is going to scream at me. It's fine. So, remember the separation of concerns. There's a reason why all of this is done this way. But this is actually probably the easiest thing in the world that I know of. It's really easy to get this up and going, right? So, should probably create it first. And I like to change owners. So it's like shown.r Justin, something like that, right? That's what that means. That's just so that I can just hit double capital Z to get out of what I'm doing. So here, this is kind of interesting because I actually have, if I can, all right. I had all this like all prepared ahead of time. And when I realized that I was I was in the wrong system. Okay. So basically I am just going to do this. So don't be a dummy like me. The first thing that you got to do is set your leader key. The local leader we're probably not going to even mess with today because it's really not necessary, but I might. Actually I will. Let's set that, and let's set that to, I'm going to set that to something else. Okay. All right. And so we have the local leader. But basically, this is, you do need the leader key because otherwise Neovim doesn't work. Okay, that's just that simple. And once we get going, you're going to understand a little bit more, okay? So let's just talk about what this says, okay? It's not that complicated, okay? But basically it says, right here, it says, simply, if Lazy.nvim is not installed, install it. Okay, that's what all this hoopla is about. That's all it says. And down here it says, okay. And in fact, today, I'm going to simplify this. So, don't think I need that either. Do I? Oh, I don't need that either. Do I? Oh, I do need that. Yes, I do. All right. So I'm going to simplify this a little bit. Okay. The reason why is because I just want to look in the plugins folder. If you want to add another folder like I had it, is a good way to do it, because I normally have two folders. I have plugins folder, and then inside the plugins folder I usually have an LSP folder. That's for all the language server crap, and sometimes I do that, but I actually don't have a lot of modules to do that. I just don't. These days I'm not using a lot of modules. So basically it says, okay, so you're going to import everything that's in the plugins folder. Now we're going to get into this because this is actually really important. So there's a couple of ways you could do this. Actually, if you wanted, let's just kind of let's comment that out for a minute. Oh, wait a minute. This is not bash. I keep forgetting. Lua is /, right? So probably somebody was like, what the heck are you doing? All right, there we go. Now that's commented out, so that's not going to run, right? So another way you could do this, okay, very easily, is if, for example, we went to Lazy.nvim right here. Okay, if we went to Lazy.nvim right here, right? This is actually fairly easy and straightforward. Okay. I'll kind of explain kind of what's going on here. So this is the first part of that right here. It's just telling you how to do it. If I just put this right here, I don't need to put this, okay? But if I did, oh shoot, right. So if I said require lazy, and I'm going to get some my auto pairs going here really soon. Set up plugins, and I'm actually don't need the ops right now, so I'll just leave that as a tuple. But oh, right, going right back. So if I we're talking about this right here. If I just make this right here, if I just say require lazy.setup plugins, now in the instructions it said ops, but I'm not going to use any ops right now, so I'll just leave that as an empty tuple. Okay, that's what this is right here. The curly braces, that's just an empty tuple. So if I go like this, and I do that, all right, it's screaming at me for some reason. Okay, I think it is installed. Okay, yeah. Okay, there's nothing there. It's screaming at me because there's nothing in plugins. But here it is. Here is lazy. This is if I wanted to update, sync, whatever. Okay, it's installed, right? And so all right, let's go ahead and get back into it. So you can see that that works very well already, just out of the box, right? Without any bells and whistles. So now the second part is really important because oops. Okay, so now we should just go ahead and look inside plugins, and that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and make directory of plugins inside my Lua folder. Okay, so now you'll see that there's a core and plugins. So before I go any further, one of the things that I want to do is let's just go into the core really quick like, and let's make an options.nvim file. Wait, sorry. Let me rename that. Move options. Options.lua. Okay. Now you can see there's options. So MV is one of the ways that we rename things. So very good. All right, and here we go. I'm just going to copy this. This is something that I have in my own configuration. It's nothing out of this world, as you can see, but I do like to have it because there's a lot of things in here that I do like having in my personal config. So, oh yeah, right. I didn't change owner. Okay, so now we're going to get into the nitty gritty here. Let me just get some of my oh man. Oh. Hold on here. And then this one. All right, 1 second. Thought I had this all prepared. There we go. All right. Okay, so I'm going to kind of explain some things, but it's actually going to be moving a little fast. So I think probably the first thing that I want to do, and if you want more explanations for like Lazy.nvim and what some of this means and things like that, I'm going to explain some other things a little later. But the other thing is, there are plenty of resources out there that really explain much better than I just did of like how to get up and running. So be on the lookout for that. So let's take a look at this real quick. Okay. So basically, if you come over here to okay. So basically, this is the first one we're going to be installing. Okay. This one actually tells you how to do it right here. So basically, if you were looking at that init file, it said basically look at everything that's inside the plugins folder and look for this return statement and then like these curly braces and then just read everything inside of there, right? So that's what we're going to do. You can name the folder anything you want. So let's do it. Hold on. So, okay, so say I'm going to say autopairs.lua. That seems like a good autopairs.lua. I'm changing the owner. Vim autopairs. Watch this. Just like that. It's looking for this return statement. Then here is the Neovim. So basically what it is this, it's automatically looking for a GitHub account, like GitHub dot whatever. Then this is the name of the person. And then this is the, what do you call it? This is the repo. So very easy event, blah, blah, blah. And there's many things you can do with this, and you can really, really build this out. I don't need to build it out that much. I don't need to change it very much from the default because I use snippets personally. And snippets actually do a lot. I have a lot of other things that I use. Let's see. Oh, it's still saying read only. Okay. All right. So now, if I hit Vim, what is this main chunk? Oh, I know exactly what this is. Okay. Not to worry. All right. So all right. So one of the things that you can do is just follow these curly braces. Right? So everything seems tip-top here. But I would venture to bet that I don't need two of those. I'm just guessing. All right. All right. So I know. All right. So there is something that I can show you actually. All right. So there is an actual section here. I remember this very vividly. And I just got to remember where it's at. Oh, it is that way. Okay, my bad. All right, let's see what we got. I figured it. So this is kind of where I got this. Got it right here. All right, so this is what, all right, this is what happens when you think you have it all. All right, and then we can do that. And that. I think that's going to do it, to be honest. Because yeah. Let's see. Wait, no specs found for... This is dumb. Okay. I had this all planned out and oh, I know. I got it. Okay. Did I I'll bet you. We'll see. Okay, that's what it is. There's plugins. There we go. There we go. It just didn't have anything inside of plugins. So very good. This is a learning experience. Anytime you have a hiccup. So this is what happened. Okay, I apologize. And I should have been on camera when this happened. But basically, if you see right here, auto pairs was not inside of the plugins folder. Remember when I said it's looking for anything inside the plugins folder? When it's empty, it's going to scream at you. It's going to say like, what are you doing? What are you trying to do? Okay, so that was the last error. It was like, yeah, there's nothing you can do, like, you're stupid or something, right? So I thought I had put that in plugins, my bad. So now we're in plugins. Now we have Lazy.nvim installed. See, it isn't that complicated. Whenever you have errors, just work your way back, okay? And when you work your way back, you'll find the solution very easily. So now we have auto pairs. What else do we got? Well, there's another thing that I need that's going to make my life a lot better. And I'm just going to go ahead and do it right here. Kind of the same principle. So, again, better. I actually usually just call this better.what. It's better escape. Like I said, I can call it anything I want. So it's just looking for this return statement. Then it's looking for this right here. This is right here. This is the person writing the repo that has the GitHub account. And it is a GitHub account. You can't use GitLab for whatever reason, which kind of sucks because I'm pretty privy to GitLab. And basically this is going to, this right here. Okay. So now I have insert mode right here at the bottom. Every time I double click the J, it removes the insert mode. So it's really cool. It's something that you're going to use quite often. Okay. Now, I'm going to install one other package that I think is kind of important to kind of make your configuration kind of pop. It's not really that important though in the scheme of things, but I am going to go ahead and install this really quick. Alpha.lua. Alpha.lua. Then Lua. And you see that it screams at me right here. It just means that there's an empty file. It doesn't really mean anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and again, it's telling me that I have some dependencies, which I will get to in a moment. But this is some pretty cool stuff. Here we are. There we are. Everything's installed. Watch this. Now we have something kind of cool. And so like if I press number 1, I go right back. It just basically keeps kind of a history. And of course you can quit and that sort of thing. So very, very easy to get, up and going and that sort of thing. I am going to, after this debacle, I am going to look at my chats. So, I'm not really showing my chats right now. At least I don't think I am. Nothing to show here. Hey, Isaac, ¿cómo se encuentra? Muy bien. And I don't see any. Oh. Oh, sure. All right. And I am on Instagram, so looks like everything is good. So I hope this is easy enough to kind of I hope that this is easy enough to kind of follow, but really it's pretty easy to get up and going in Neovim. Like I said, there's nothing to this. This is really easy. The next part is probably the hardest part. And I'm going to have this knocked out in about 2 seconds flat. So just kind of be on the lookout, I guess. But anyway, we're going to have a lot of fun right now. Now that I have matching pairs, I have my better escape. Now you can actually map that escape key. And I guess you probably hear those fireworks in the background. So anyway, I'm just trying to keep this thing rolling. So let's go ahead and get back to it. All right. So this is actually a lot easier than I think people realize. That's pretty much the whole goal of this, is just to make people realize that you certainly can get this up and going with very little effort. So the next part we're going to do, I'm going to do it one of 2 ways. The first way, I'm just going to do it by hand, and then I'm going to actually put I'm going to put my my Neovim configuration. I'm going to install my Neovim configuration version. Okay. But I just want to show that it works very easily out of the box, so you can build on it if you'd like. So I'm going to Yeah. No. Okay, so basically, if you'll go with me to if you go here to, actually I can just do it this way. All right. And be doing that one as well. All right, so let's do this one first. So here's kind of something that's typical about documentation that you're going to find with Lazy.nvim. This is kind of the reason why I was making this video, because a lot of people had a hard time reading the documentation, getting up and going. And so I said, well, why don't I just make a video to kind of explain it? Because here's kind of what happened. So Packer, which is a plugin manager, and it's a great plugin manager. It's not as good as Lazy though, but it's great. I mean, honestly, it is a big improvement. And so basically you can see that you have this open tuple or whatever, and it says here is the person and the repo, right? It is very easy, okay? But I'm going to show you something, because this is the part that I had a problem with trying to figure out, okay? But you can see that it is fairly similar. Let's go back to my configuration, okay? So, basically, you would have that return the open curly braces, William Roman Mason.nvim. And there you are, right? This will install it. I'm going to show it to you, actually. This will install it, right? So that installed it, right? So I do Mason. It's not an editor command. And you're like, oh, wait, what? So here it is. Mason.lua. All right. So the trick is, if you'll come over here with me real quick, it's right here. This part right here. We need to include that. So how do we do that? Well, it's pretty easy. Whenever you have like require lazy setup or whatever setup, you have to create a function. You can pretty much name it anything you want, I think. Okay, and it's going to require so much better Mason. And there you have it. Now, if I do this, oops, sorry, Mason works. And of course I didn't. Okay. Try that one again. I'll actually do this one over. So again, we need to include this. So how do we do that? It's pretty easy actually. So let's go to vim.meson.lua. So you have to make a function. And in Lua, this is how you make a function. And of course, you have to end it, right? And then you just require Meson. Why did that happen? Set up. And that's how you do it. And you can see that it's installed. We'll be installing some other things as well, but that's exactly how you do it. And then when you come over here, another thing you could do, hold on. Hopefully I don't forget to do this again. But if I come over here, right off the bat, it tells you how to install this. It just says to install this all inside a tuple. That's one way to do it, sure. Actually, I think we can do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Okay. And this time I didn't forget. So vim meson.lua. So Meson got to put a comma at the end of those quotes, of course. Let's see here. Vim. Vim. Big. All right, there we are. We should have that installed now, right? No. Okay, so I must have made a mistake somewhere. And I don't think it is working. Because that is... So, again, it isn't working. So why? Well, this is kind of interesting here. And here we go. That's what I meant to do. And don't worry, we're going to have a linter and stuff like that. Really, that. Neovim. Lazy.nvim. That's still not right because I've done this before. Try this. All right. I don't know why this is screaming at me, but we're going to get to the bottom of this. All right. Oh, I see. I see what I did. I have a couple of things I did wrong here. I just took a minute for me to think about it. There we go. Everything all up to date. So everything is installed. I can update it, sync it. It's all up to date. And that's kind of how you would get up and going. I apologize for that. Just a small little mental error. So let's kind of recap that real quick. So basically, if you said vim mason dot what, you would go right here. And scenes equals, and then you would say William Wyman Mason plus P config EOM okay. There you are. All right, so that's basically how that's done. And then from there, you can build onto it like however you see fit. So for example, if you said, yeah, I for a minute here, if you sat there and said, well, I want to build onto it, here's all these things that you can put in there. Here's all the language servers. We got most of them from VS Code, believe it or not. So it's kind of cool that we have all these like really cool language servers to like actually give you an IDE. This is really cool. Like, I don't think people can appreciate this. So, alrighty. So let's see here. So we got, so now actually, now that you can kind of see this, I'm going to do one other thing. I am going to come over here to none less Neovim. I'm going to kind of show you a little something. Non-ls.neovim. Okay. So just take a look at this real quick. Here we go. You're in none-ls. This is pretty easy stuff, really. This kind of tells you how to like get up and going. This has good documentation for those who actually read documentation. That wouldn't be me. Right here, we're going to copy this and we're going to plug it in. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Okay. And so let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So let's go Vim on the Lua. Remember, return, curly braces, and then we're going to, all right, very good. We have a little bit of white space issues, not a problem. Now you remember, I said we were going to put some of that stuff in, or if I could spell. And this is basically just so that you have a language server. Okay, so it's pretty simple. So let's go ahead and copy that, and we can post that right in there. Actually, we can leave it just like that. Doesn't matter. You're going to see why here in a minute. I want to come right into here. Now, I have a little bit more of a bigger configuration here, but I just want to show you something. So you should be able to just go like that and like that. I'm not sure. All right, so it did install. I should have done this before, but let's see here. Okay, it says plenary isn't installed, so maybe we should install plenary too. Do I have that with me handy? I don't. That's okay. So let's install plenary so that you can actually see this. But before I do that, we have a couple of things that right here that we need to install for Mason. Okay. So you see all of these language servers, right? So we can go down here to style Lua. The spell one, I'm not sure about. I remember this one right here. And that one. I may not. And I think actually I do know. Hold on. The spell one is spell check. I think that's completion, right? But I may not want that actually. Not all the time anyway. Good. All right, so let's touch binary.lua. And go back up here to my configs because I do. I have it right here. No, I don't have it. All right, I do know exactly why. Okay. So I bet you it's in my... All right, hold on. This is weird. All right, hold on here. Do I have it here? No. It's in tree setter. And da. Well, let's just do this. It's crying about me not having plenary. I apologize for that because I was pretty sure I had this on the tip of my fingers. So right, there's a few things like Neotree, which I'd be not using currently, but okay. And actually, you know what? Just to get this installed, I'm just going to go back to Vim. Hold up. Move primary Lua. I'm just going to go Vim asin.lua. Here we are. Okay, I think it's here. Okay. Let's just comment this one out. It's giving me a little bit of trouble. Not sure why that is, but anyway. This should... Okay, there we are. And so I don't know if I was clear about this, but here, like if you hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So you have like all of your plugins and linters and filters and stuff. LSP servers, only your diagnostics tools, your linter, your diagnostic tools, your linters, and your formatters. These are really awesome tools to use. Now, if you go down here, like you go down here, I'm just pressing J to go down. Now, anything that I see that I want to install, all I have to do is hit I. So let's do that. Um, how about maybe like something like that? Now you just have to have npm installed. This is the really important part, is having npm installed. And also the other thing that you have to do is have you have to have npm installed. And then the other important thing that you have to do is install something else. I'm trying to think. You have to have npm installed, and then for the Python stuff, you have to be able to create a virtual environment. And then for like you just have to have like the actual languages installed. So if you wanted to install something like PHP, for example, you have to have PHP installed, obviously. That's the main thing. So here we are, and we are done. And that's pretty much the beginning of this. It's pretty much almost finished here. Now I'm going to do one more thing, just to show you one more thing to kind of get you up and going, and also to make my Neovim look absolutely awesome. So let's make a miscellaneous folder like that. I'm going to show you something here. I think this is actually very much worth looking at. All right. So now you can see that you can install multiple things at the same time in the same folder. You don't just have to install one thing. And maybe you've already seen that or realized that. So I have a few different things that I like to use. So let's go ahead and that just installs it right off the bat. Okay, tree sitter's not installed yet. So let's install that, actually. I'm going to use my own configuration for that. But before we do that, let's just visit tree sitter for a minute, so we can kind of see what it does and that sort of thing. Now, I haven't really talked about what plenary does and all that, and maybe I will, but it really, all this has to do with like, LSP server configurations and making things work with like telescope and different things. So, all right. So we said tree sitter, right? All right. Tree sitter is basically it basically gives you all this nice text highlighting, and here is like, basic, kind of a basic setup. Like this is kind of a generic type setup. But I'm actually going to just plug in mine, because otherwise we're going to be here a while, trying to explain all of this. But anyway, that's basically what Tree Setter does. Is it basically just No, I don't. Sorry about that. So let's make a Lua. Whenever those errors happen, just continue to hit return. It'll eventually go away when he gets tired of it. All right. Now, it should. All right. Very good. So let's see. Okay, we're looking good. This looks more like a configuration. And the thing is I've been kind of wondering something, and I just finally got the I just realized something. I couldn't figure out why this wasn't working. And now I should have my numbers and that sort of thing. Good. All right. Now I think if I did this, I did that. Sorry. See here. Let's see if this works. Yes. So my linter is working. So I know it's kind of a little bit, and the other thing is whenever you do this, and I always forget to do this, we should do that TS update right off the bat. All parsers are up to date. Good. Just to make sure. Lua. Plugin. Since my linter is working, why don't we do something? Okay, I already did that. One. Let's this basically is you can see that it just basically corrects everything and makes it look really nice. Okay. And so let's see here. Let's I am going to say, I'm kind of getting tired of not having my tree. So basically, okay, so basically, I'm just showing I'm going to do my inventory. And I have a certain configuration, but we can take a look at this really quick. It's pretty cool stuff here. Tree go. This is nvim I use this, but I don't like it being on the left-hand side. I like it being a floating window. So I have my own configuration, but it pretty much tells you how to set this up. If you read the documentation. And just remember, like any sort of configuration is going to go inside of a function. And as long as like you have like the require lazy install blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden there's the rest of the configuration, that's going to be nested inside that function. So I'll show you a little bit about what I'm talking about here. But anyway, it doesn't have too much for Lazy.nvim, like installing it on Lazy.nvim. Oh, maybe it does. Let's see. Plugins. Required, recommended, extensions. Okay. So it does have something for a Lazy right here. You can kind of see. And it kind of shows you how to set that up right off the bat. And then you can build on top of it. So here we go. Let's do that. Oh. All right. So I'm kind of getting sick of not doing that. So I'll show you here in a minute. I hate it when it does this. Oh, that's fine. Okay, now I should. There we go. Now I have a something to work with. And auto pairs. And let's do now I'll show you something really cool about this linter, okay? This is the kind of stuff that you can do with this linter that is really sorry. So say you're missing a couple of things like that, right? So you remember where those comments were, right? I guess we didn't need them, huh? Yes, I did. All right. Sorry. Sometimes I can it does this. One of the things that does really cool is that it does it automatically, but for whatever reason, let's see if I can do it this way. Oh. So maybe I shouldn't mess with that file. That's my init file, so let's try that again. Oh, let's do it in core. Core. Okay. There we go. And then okay, so let's just try right here. So let's say like this is missing, right? And maybe something like that. can see that automatically puts them right back. The only thing is the configuration file, the main configuration file, is a little buggy, and I don't know why that is. So anyway, I think we're pretty much all set up there. Now we're gonna beautify this a little bit. So we have a color scheme. I think it's working okay. We got tree sitter, we got tree. We have pretty much everything that we need. So before I actually get going any further, I'm going to go to the chat for a while and see what's going on there. I have been totally ignoring everybody. I apologize for ignoring everyone. Very good. And so there's that. Nobody's chatted. There's a viewer. Hey, Isaac, todavía está aquí. It looks like I got a couple of viewers. I don't have any viewers now. Isaac está aquí. All right. So, anyway. There's that. Okay, so normally I have a few more. I chat a little bit more with my viewers, and usually it's 3 or 4 or 10 people that will come on here and chat with me. Today might be just a little slow. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. So anyway, here we are. So let's see here. What do we got next? We have a few more things to kind of get this up and going. So I made a lot of mental errors. I'd almost like to do this video again, but I actually think that there's a lot of value in this where you see me, not struggling, but you see me I don't even know what to call what I do. Sometimes when I have like some of the mental errors and stuff, just working through, I guess, the mental errors, there's value in that, because then you can go, okay, so he's been using this a while and some of these things happen to him too. Okay, so it must not be like that detrimental. And okay, so maybe I won't freak out. So if nothing else, just remember just to look in the, if you have the configuration like I have it, look for everything inside the plugins file folder. And just like I said, when you get an error, follow it, see where it goes, that sort of thing. And there you will be able to, figure it out. And so anyway, I guess we can get back to it. There's not too many people. Isaac, bueno verte otra vez. Whoever's here, just leave me a pithy comment. I really appreciate any comment that I can get. Just makes things kind of fun. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and give me a comment. That's cool. I didn't realize that I had kind of messed this up, so I might actually try doing this again on Monday, because honestly I thought this actually turned out, is, even though I messed up in the beginning, it didn't turn out horrible. So I might do this again. So anyone on Instagram, go ahead and give me a comment. And I forgot to tell people on Twitter that I was going live. I got to get this all like organized so that I can just get on. And I thought I did a lot better though as far as the organization. Let's go ahead and let's see where we're at here. Okay, so I think now what I'll do, just to kind of show a little bit of the auto completion, I'm just going to plug in my own configuration of Mason. And so we'll just go ahead. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. If you're wondering how I do that, it's just D capital G. That deletes the whole page, basically. It's a Vim key binding, and then Shift Control V, and we'll paste what I just had copied before, because I'm in insert. It's a little, you have to get into this a little bit. But anyway, here we are. This is my personal configuration. Okay. And honestly, I don't remember. Yes. That was the one. Okay. And then all right. That was kind of screaming at me, and that's fine. I know. So let's do this. Okay. Now if I say A, I can, if you're looking at the bottom, I'm going to add this right here. So this is really cool. And then CMP, that's right. Ooh. All right, now we got some things installed. So this is more of those snippets and stuff. What is that screaming? Okay, yeah. Okay. And then we are going to touch, so let's see here. I was just getting used to like opening and closing this, and so that's kind of what I do. It's kind of funny because I'll get used to the other way of doing it, but if I get used to opening it and closing it, then getting me to stop doing that is like really difficult. All right. So let's go back to that one. All right, that's interesting. Binary asymptotic dot. All right. I'm kind of at a loss here because oh, I see. Okay, and I'm trying to figure this. Got it. All right. So, yes, let's touch binary dot lua. Oh, right. So, binary dot lua. Okay. So, okay, so I figured out the issue, and it's actually really easy to fix. So one of the things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy that. All right. This is the only part that gets kind of annoying. This gets annoying here every once in a while. Like if you're kind of struggling here. Yeah. All right. Now, if I come right up here and come just do this right here, or just do that. Okay, all right. Or actually, let's just do this here real quick, just so that I can get the error. Okay, I got rid of the language. Okay. Hmm. Oh, it is installed. All right. So maybe I have to figure something that out, but for the most part, I think we're good. So now, let's that was a little like so let's that was a little hairy, but I got this all working, and the only I'm going to refrain. Yeah, I think we'll be good here. So the only other thing that two other things we need. One, I should have already installed this one. Which key.lua. Now, all right. And I'm just going, actually, let's go ahead and take a look at that, actually, real quick. The author of Lazy.nvim, what we're setting up, is also which he. So basically, here we go. Which key? This is basically this right here. Pretty cool stuff here, if you ask me. Lazy.nvim tells you exactly how to do it, right? You just copy that and paste it in, except when it's looking inside of the plugins folder, what do we need before these curly braces? We need that return, right? So basically, it's kind of very similar to this one right here, this from Packer. Very similar. And I wanted to kind of show you some stuff. So it's this guy Folky. This is what we did with the NVIM. So he's got Noise NVIM, Tokyo Night, which is a treble NVIM, a few other things that I really. I didn't realize he was also the author of Lazy.nvim, which is the easier way to do all of this, actually. Lazy.nvim is very easy to get up and going. Folky does some incredible work. And if you just look at his number of contributions, it's just amazing. And so, anyway, this Folky guy, he is an absolute genius, if you will. I love the hair. I have to say. Oh, I thought I hit the... I'm sorry. All right. Let's go back. So here's the which key, right? I apologize for that. Here's the which key. This is basically right here. It gives you a menu whenever you hit the leader key. This is really cool stuff. This is anyway. It tells you exactly how to do it. So like right here, if you look at it, you can see all you have to do is hit the return inside of here. And then it's just going to look for that return statement inside the plugin folder and download this automatically, right? That's all we're going to do here. But I kind of want to show you about this Folke guy, right? Because he's the one that did this. He's also the author of Lazy.nvim, which is what we're configuring today. Noise.nvim, trouble.nvim, which key.nvim. Then if you wanted an easier way to do it, this Lazy.nvim is immensely even easier, and you can actually kind of morph your configuration fairly easily. He has some pretty amazing achievements with this. This is the best plugin manager, so just that alone. And look at the dude's hair, like I love it. So anyway, without further ado, this is what we're going to get to. Let's go ahead and do it. I have somebody ready to go. I have a couple other things that I want to configure. And now I should see a menu. There you go. And once you start getting this all configured, you'll see a bigger menu, obviously. And you could do stuff like that. Oh. I can't find it off the top of my head. But anyway, now we got which key, so now we have a menu. Okay. And I should stop doing that because, well, I have so many other things. So now let's do telescope. Telescope is rather easy. I'm going to show you this real quick. I said, this is made by my friend TJ DeVries. I don't think he's really my friend per se, but he's definitely a so this is telescope, and this is basically the way that you would return. See, now they're actually giving you both options here. This is if you were to put that inside the initial init file, right? Or you could do it this way, right? And then you could start, setting things up so that you can actually use it. So let's go ahead and do that then. Okay, I have my own telescope configured, so I'm just going to use that real quick, but I want to show it to you and so that you could see it for yourself. Okay, so here we are, and I got that coffee. So let's go ahead and here we are. Now that's installed. And now I should have. There we go. So one of the things that you could do here as well, since they didn't really say much, so you could say something like actually let's do that with capitals, make it look Pause. I can't remember if there's a whatever description. No, that didn't work. Okay. Let's do that. Live grep. Uppers. Right below. Capital letters, right? Alright, I'm not sure if I think actually I can no harm, no foul. I don't think it will scream at me, but I don't really care. So. Huh. Oh, right. Right. Do I have this? Yeah, I do.
¿Aunque estamos hechos?
19.
19.
Yeah. You dick. Okay, I always forget these. So just come in here. Thanks. No.
Ya me voy.
Alright, ¿dónde vas?
Por la medicina que me dieron.
Alright, te voy a mandar para comprar. Ya no tengo atorvastatina ni nada.
Oh, mándame por WhatsApp.
Yeah. Damn it. I don't have the right click on my mouse, so I'm using a different mouse to and I'm getting tired of this. Okay. How the hell did that happen? Okay. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. What's up? All right. Okay. And I bet you it's this one right here. I'm just okay. This should work. Oh, okay. Let's see here. It's screaming. Yep. Hold on. That cannot be. That can't be. Okay. Got it. Alright. I got it. Alright. I guess that's something I didn't realize. So basically, it's going to be inside these tuples. I knew it wasn't crazy. All right. All right. Sometimes I don't remember how to do things quite right, but then I just gotta work at it a little bit. And there we are. And then, here we go. There we go. There we go. There you go. And see, you see all those show up right in that menu. That's what I was trying to show you. So if I say find files, well, I can just... So I do the double J really quick. That's the better escape key. And then there you are. F, B. Now, if I had a different buffer, I could, like, just, I don't remember how to choose a different buffer, but you see what I'm saying. So, like, you have things like B split. What? They're split. B split. There we go. I don't know how that just, whatever. Okay, very good. So now we have telescope installed. We have a few things. So I think now the only one other thing that I would want in my config that I absolutely cannot live without is this Lua. Man, I cannot live without this. As someone who has ADHD, I can't live without it. I really can't. And I'll show you kind of what it does here in a minute. But, okay, yeah. So before I do this, let's do a couple of things here. So first thing first, I am going to set up a Neorg document, and then I think that's all I need, to be honest. And I think that's all I need. So I put a Neorg folder inside my documents. So now all I have to do, I think, is okay, now I got Neorg installed, right? Now I'm starting to remember how to do all of this. So now, if I said Neorg index, it should create an index for me. Index.norg. So I'm just going to, oops, sorry. Neorg index. And you can see like it has that nice little icon, and then like you can do like actually what I would do normally is, so say I'm making say I'm learning Python, so now I can sit there and go, all right, so list complete. I think that's not spelled. Comprehensions. Now, if I wanted to, I could come up here and say I could do something like that. List. You see that X, so say I got done with it, so I come up here, I hit the control, and I say that it's done. A very good tool for someone with ADHD. I cannot live without Neorg. If you really want to know more about it, you'll see me use it all the time. And the lead developer for this tool, he has a lot of resources for Neovim, kind of getting you up from 0 to hero. But I think that for the most part, let's see here. Let's try something, okay? So we're gonna go to my desktop, I guess, or maybe let's go to documents. Oh wow. Whoa. Oh right. Okay. So all right, I got it. I can remove. Okay. So, let's see. I got 2 of these. So, let's make a directory Python, and then we're going to. So that's a chmod statement, so that everything is just cool, basically. Um. Okay. So, that's main.py. Main.py. Wait, hold on. Make that executable. All right, so I do want to go over here to random. I should already know this thing. Okay. So basically, I think what we want to do before we do any of this, so I'm just gonna make some, basically make some gibberish that I call code. Okay. And then we'll get on with it. So let's go back to non. That's the only thing about this. So I just want to get a. Why don't I just go into mine? I have a couple. So let's go ahead and do. And I got a bunch of noisy neighbors that are assholes in the background. You probably can hear them with their crap music. Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't really like. And formatting. And actually, I don't want black. I don't really use that. I don't use it anymore, I should say. I think actually that will be it. I might use black. I don't know yet. But anyway, that's pretty much all I want. Okay, and so let's go ahead to Mason. We need prettier. This one's really easy to find. Now, what was the other one? iSort. There we go. Just that simple to install them. And you've probably seen this a couple of times, but you probably hasn't hit yet how easy it is to like undo all of this. I mean, everything is just in seconds. Oh, and I said, why not? Let's go ahead and go here. Actually, you should do auto pep 8, but I'm just saying. Okay. Now, we should go back to Python. I do have it installed, just being stupid. Okay, so. Alrighty, let's see. So, first of all, we could say print world. But that doesn't say anything. So, and of course I will print. So let's do something like, let's do a little coding. Actually, I don't think I need to do that at all. Where's the... Oh my god. My neighbors are so stupid. And actually, you could actually do something like this. Why make it... Okay. So, what are we gonna do for my game? So, I guess maybe like get about some health. Health equals 10. Turn health. Score. Score equals 0. Score. That's not. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. What am I missing? Right. So. I don't have the snippet for this yet. Oh. Sorry. I'm a little tired. Okay, so we got show score. Very good. It took me a second here. So show health, score, show power. Okay. Alrighty. So now let's see here. So we could do something like, I didn't have this planned out, so I'm just doing a little something. Let's go to the chat before I continue. I'm still kind of thinking about something. So there you go. Hello, what's going on here? Well, just a little bit of programming and that sort of thing. That's pretty much all. Thanks for asking, though. Let's see here. Oh, really, Froy? Very good. I like. I miss you, Froy. I do. I really do. And let's see, Sebastian. Yes, I am streaming. You can't see the code. What? Oh my God. I don't know why you can't see the code. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to see the code, but I did. Okay. Let me see. Hopefully I fixed it, but if I didn't, I'll see what I can do. Just let me know. All right. And Oski, how are you? ¿Cómo se encuentra? Muy bien. Pardus Linux se parece bien, creo. Salió, ok. Blandon, ¿me va todo bien? Sale con su distro hopping. Well, no estoy haciendo mucho distro hopping, pero muchas gracias. Todos modos. Ok. Muy bien. Entonces. Oh, ¿está bien ahora? Ok. Muy bien. Muy bien. All right. Very good. It's all good now. Okay. So, anyway, I just thought I would just kind of chat for a couple of minutes before I kind of get back into it and just show kind of some of the things that I still don't have my snippets for Python in this config yet. I have it in my regular one. I honestly don't remember how I did all of that. So, like I did it all in like a day kind of thing. So, but anyway, um, so let's go ahead. We can get to it, I guess. And yes, Froy, I do miss you, man. All right, and so okay, so vamos a ver lo que sucede ahora. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got going on now. And let's just get back to it, okay? All right. And very soon I'm gonna switch some things up, some things that I've figured out, and hopefully we can do some things here. So, show power. What else do we want to do? Let's go ahead and it doesn't really matter what we do per se. For the most part. So I have a score, health, and power. Maybe I'll think of some other metrics, but right now let's go to room 1. Enter. Let's go enter hallway. Let's go ahead and do this. And now, so I'm going to pass on that for a minute. Def. So anyway, so inner hallway. enter room 1. Actually, I wouldn't have to. I would just enter room. So I know exactly how this is going to be. And then enter room. So if you notice, like there is kind of like whenever there is a function in Python, it wants you to have it be kind of like a verb. And so enter hallway, enter room. What else would we have? I'm still kind of thinking about this for a minute. Okay. Wow, nobody is on Twitch, man. I'm gonna leave my stuff up. So anyway, so how is everyone doing today? So that's probably the bigger question. I'm almost done with this stream though. I'm going to gotta go do some stuff, but and actually I gotta take a break here pretty soon. Actually, let me do this thing real quick. Where's my phone? I'm still here. I just need to do this one thing here. Good God. All this freaking spam on Facebook. Okay. My wife needs something, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this done and over with. Cause is this where my no? It's right here. Okay. Okay. So, what's everybody up to today? All right. So, anyway, without further ado, I apologize for that. I should probably do my stuff on my time, right? But it was kind of one of those things that was kind of like urgent. So, let's get back to it. Okay. So room. Okay, so when we enter a room, fight dragon. Oh my god, you still gotta do this shit right here, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now check player status. Tab. Check vitals. And so anyway, I'm just looking to have like a really, really quick game or something and just kind of, okay, so. Okay, and so dragon type. So I am going to make a really quick game because I'm not much of a gamer. That is in game. I'll probably get a couple more here as I go. I always do. Okay. So the one thing that I would say is, okay, we're going to enter the hallway, but all right. And do I have this now? And can't remember. 1 second. All right. So if in it. Yeah. Okay. I always get these confused a little bit because I don't. And we probably could do this. Right here, that mean pass. All right. So let's work on some of the logic. So all right. All right. Okay. Would be a little bit like power, but not exactly. All right. All right, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so let's see here. All right. So, um, this is pretty much just like you would set up a regular game. Pretty simple. Um, okay. I don't Hefner, how are you? Few people here. Now that I'm done with the pretty much done with the stream. One viewer. All right, and who is all with me? Like, leave a shout. Oh, muy bien, Diego. No pasa nada. Wow, ok, so alguien se había salido, pero bueno, que vuelvan aquí muy pronto. Muy bien. All right. Who is all with me? Leave me a shout. Somebody keeps watching me on Twitch, but they never leave a message. I wish you would, though. Anyway. And I had a few hiccups, but hopefully people see my stream and we'll go ahead and check it out. And so let's get back into it. So basically, my thing is I think that I am okay. So you're gonna enter the hallway when you leave the room. There's gonna be two rooms, but I'm gonna call them from the same function because, well, I can do that. Okay, and so enter room. There'll be a uh, um, ID dragon type. Okay, there'll be, I'll say, 4 dragons. I'll list them. So then when I fight the dragon, so when I enter the room, okay, so when I enter the room, I'll have the dragon type and it will be random. So that's one thing that we need to do up here. I could just like go off the seat of my pants, but I just need to think about this for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to import random. And so basically what I'm going to do is use the random to basically do all of this. So anyway, I've been streaming for 3 hours now. I am going to go to the restroom. I will be right back in like 3 minutes. So, go ahead and. Alrighty, so this is a jam that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks, and thinking it will become a song. You know, when I first started, just. All right, and I will be back. All right, I'm back. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. I don't know how I put on the shield mode, but anyway. Yeah. All right, let's go. Yes, let's go. Ominous. So yes, let's do it. All right. So I said that there was some logic, right? Promise there's logic. Okay. So I'm going to show the score. So every time I strike the dragon, the score goes up. So let's see here. Okay. And I think actually there's a few other things. So I'm not really thinking this out very well, but so basically have like kind of like, hey, you have such and such, such and such. So like you have such and such sword or something like this. Um, um, I like to plan everything out, at least not everything, but a lot of it, so that when I just go like into it, like it just kind of flows. Okay, so I am going to do it this way. So I'm going to have a dictionary. So let's hold on. That was down further. So just say player stats equals. We are going to do that, and then actually. So, all right. So the player stats, first things are what? Say health, and we are going to I could just say show health, right? And no, we don't want to do that. Hold on for a minute. Okay. Date, layer, sorry, each will show health. Actually, that wouldn't matter, right? So what you would do is right. All right, I'm overthinking this. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I did. Let's see it. I'm thinking this will do it, but I may not. I might have. Like keeping things. All right. P. All right. And then this is where the if block will go. And then we'll just print all your stats. Or you could do it even better. You could. I'm still not getting the snippets that I want. I'm not sure why that is. I had it installed. I thought, Oh, I need a completion. Okay, so I get it on Lua. I don't have it. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure I do. PS. Player stats. Okay, and so now game over equals. And there we are. Very good. Let's think about this some more because I'm just a little on the tired side. I'm glad that people have joined today. I don't know what. Tlaxcala. Wow. Okay. And there's pretty much. Anyway. So I did want to see this before I just want to see. Okay. I still don't have, that might be the deal. I might not. Okay. So actually, let's do this momentarily. Okay. So I'm getting tired of this message. All right. That might help some things. So let's go ahead. And let's see here. That's how easy it is to remove a folder here. I mean, this is just amazingly easy. Right. There we go. I'm starting to get the auto completion, at least the text. I don't have the snippets, but that's something that I have to configure myself. But anyway, so personal items. So oh my God. Don't you just hate inconsiderate people with their crappy music? I'm just. So let's say personal items. Let's make that a dictionary. So we'll say sword. We'll make that another dictionary. I'm going to have to iterate through, and I don't remember how to do that. Okay, so I hate my neighbors. Don't tell anyone I said that. All right. Say diamond. Oh, yes. Absolutely. I know. I just haven't went through that as a source. Wait a minute. You're right. You're right. I forgot about that. I know exactly what you're talking about, too. I can fix that. So basically, for example, let's just save this. Okay. So if I said, you're right, I forgot about that. You always forget about like the things that plugins. Okay, so let's see here. That's right. You're absolutely right. Here's where you would set that up. And I had okay. Let's go back. All right. Settings, Lua. Okay. It's so funny because I did this with this. I do not get this. All right. That's the other thing. I'm not sure. So, like, when I'm in my main system, like, this isn't really an issue. Maybe I should just take that into my main system for a sec. For a while, because I have all kinds of. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Sources. Oh. All right. Oh, right. Got you. Yes. So NVim, Lewis Snap. All right. So let's see here. E split. All right. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that. All right. The one thing that I forgot about. Yes. So you could do. So if I. That's the Lewis snip, right? So this is where it. Okay, require Lewis snip, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I set this up way differently. Let me see something here. I know I set this up because it's. I think this is my old configuration. Oh shit! No wonder. Okay. All right. Which. Okay. Well, that should do it. Oh, right. Hmm. I had this set up. I don't. Yeah, I see what you're saying. The thing that, like, I have to, like, call the function, though, so I have to, like, put it in there. But there's an easier way to do this. I remember this part. I just gotta remember how to do it. Said FM. How about main? That would be good. Hmm. Okay. So it has to be for all of them. Shit. How did I miss that? All right, let me see. Because in my personal configuration, okay, let's do something here. So, um, thank you for that tip, though, because that is something that was very telling to me. I'm gonna go back out into my own configuration, and I don't remember. I think you have to do that by hand. So now I'm on my own system here for a second. Now let's pull some of that back. Sudo lunar. All right. I'm sure of this. All right. All right. I'm back on here. Just let me. All right. I'm just gonna I'm gonna try and figure this out. I'm gonna figure out a simple solution without trying to, you know. All right, there we are. Here. Uh, um, oh, yeah, I'm aware of that. Something like that. Okay. And oh, right. I gotcha. All right. Wow, I love this linter. Yes, that works. Okay, all right. Hmm. Oh, I see. They really want that. Is that right? No. Okay. Yeah, no, that's. Is it the last one then? I can't wait. All right. Actually, you could make that into a list. You wouldn't. Hmm. Interesting. Underflow exception. So, all right. All right. I see my error of my ways. I should stop using my mouse so much. Or did I forget a comma? Mm. Okay. You say so. Oh, you probably did, actually. I'm trying to figure this out. Hmm. Let me see something here, because that does not make any sense. I should have. Oh, I see. Let's see something here. All right, I forgot how to do a freaking dictionary. It's been a while since I've programmed in Python. Oh, all right, I can change that. Let's go. There we go. All right, so sword, shield, Alrighty, and so now, let's see here. Shield. I'm not sure what else, but anyway, I think right now I'll think of something. All right. Okay, and then make kind of a random sort of a thing, and well, at least I learned something today. How to make a nest, or how to make a dictionary. Good God, I can't. You forget these things when you don't do them every day, you know? Oh my God, so very good. I'm just gonna hit the chat one more time, and I'm gonna head off. I gotta go run some errands. Very good tip. Underflow exception. That was a really good tip. I can't remember why or how my system works, but anyway, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. And anyway, I enjoyed this. I'm hoping others enjoyed it too, but you can kind of see what's possible. Just a little bit of work. You know, just a little bit of work can really get you a long way in coding. Just anything that you're doing, but you know, just putting this, Neovim up, from kind of like the zero to hero thing. You can see that, again, there's a easier way even, but even if you had to do it by hand like I just did, it's not that bad. That's honestly, if there was no other takeaway from today, was that you can work through things. Now, there is an easier way to do all of this, which I'm going to probably cover. Maybe today's Friday. I'll probably do it on Tuesday, maybe Monday, and we'll go ahead and cover it. I have some things planned very soon. The other thing that I wanted to say is I made a video not too long ago about Neovim, and some people caught feelings over it. Not sure why, but whatever. I'm sorry if you caught feelings or whatever, but it is what it is, I guess. So anyway, 4 hour stream, just messing around, doing a little bit of programming. The only thing that I wanted to show was like some of the auto completion that's possible and that sort of thing. So actually, next week, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to show that. I think at the very least, though, with the auto completion, it is very easy to set up, but the thing is you got to do it by hand, and I didn't want to go that route, but you can easily look that up. You can just kind of copy and paste some code, and it will work. It was working with Lua, it was working with everything else, just was not working with Python or anything like that because I didn't have it set up. So anyway, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully this gives you some ideas of how to work through problems. That was the main reason for making this, doing this live demo anyway, was just kind of show you, like I invariably run into problems when I do things like this by hand. You can work through those problems. And yeah, I know it just takes you like so long to watch it and all this, and I get it. But you if nothing else, you saw plenty of blunders to see how I fixed those problems and got back on track. So anyway, that was the goal. And I'll see you really soon, okay? So take care, everybody. I'll see you Monday or Tuesday, and bye-bye. Bye-bye. As Patrick Bet David says. All right.